vlog, I kind of thought I would just try my hand at it, mainly because I love to talk, so why not take this opportunity and see what you guys think. I'm kind of going to focus really on sort of all things celebrity, like gossip, stories that are happening in the media, and like kind of the biggest stories from the week. So maybe my videos on Sundays, I've kind of thought I'm going to sort of caption them as the Lazy Lion with Lozza. I probably should point out at this stage my name is Lauren, but for as I say, the purposes of this video, let's say this is the Lazy Lion with Lozza. So I've kind of had a look at all of the stories that are happening in the world of celebrity and kind of rounded up sort of the ones that have either really captured my eye or about people that I love and kind of always want to talk about and share thoughts on. So yeah, like, let me know if you want me to cover other things or if there's things I'm missing. Yeah, and let's kind of just see how it goes. So welcome and thanks for watching. It's great to see you. So I guess biggest story of, well, sort of today really is this very sad news that Terry Wogan, legendary broadcaster, has passed away at the age of 77 after fighting a battle with cancer. It feels like this has come in a stream of sort of horrible situations where celebrities who we really treasure and sort of see as kind of icons are sort of leaving us, and all down to this horrible, horrible disease that is cancer. So this is, as I say, following, you know, on from Alan Rickman, David Bowie. It's just so sad. It's so sad that this all feels like they're happening within this really short period of time. And so all our thoughts and love go out to sort of Terry's family. I mean, if you're sort of my age, you'll remember Terry from Radio 2, from Children in Need, from Eurovision, you know, so he kind of spans like the whole existence of so many different genres of entertainment, and he's certainly a force that will definitely be missed. So moving on to slightly lighter topics, there was lots of kind of stuff that dropped this week. So for example, Rihanna's new album Anti is finally sort of doing the rounds on the cards. I feel like I've only heard sort of a couple of songs. I'm not Rihanna's biggest fan. I liked Rihanna's old stuff. I'm not so keen on her new stuff, but you know, the world I feel has gone mad because, you know, this is the first we've seen of Rihanna in a very long time. It would be really interesting to hear what your thoughts are on the new album. Similarly, Zayn, no longer Zayn Malik, but Zayn, X1D member, has also dropped his new video and song Pillow Talk with his current squeeze Gigi, who I just think is stunning. Yeah, I think the video is like a little bit naughty, just like the song is, but I kind of like it. I think it's a bit of a grower. Ultimately, I think the world loves it, seeing as he's #1 in 60 countries already, and the song obviously dropped on Friday evening. So again, like, let me know what you think. Yeah, I think it'll grow on me. I think I'm still sort of reeling off the sort of sadness of the History video, the One Direction video, which feels like this massive sort of kind of goodbye-esque sort of track. And now it's like Zayn's got his new stuff going on, so it's like, is this the end of 1D? I don't know. Or is it the end of 1D as we knew it? So, you know, but let me know like what you think. So Beyonce is someone who I will try and get into as many of my videos as is humanly possible because I love her. So yeah, Beyonce is I think we were all surprised that Beyonce was kind of doing backing vocals on Coldplay's latest album in the song Hymn for the Weekend. And now the video for that has dropped, which was all set and filmed in India, and Beyonce ultimately just looks incredible in the video. I think, you know, there's so many Beyonce rumors going around at the moment, like, is she pregnant? Like, is she going to drop a new album? Is she going on tour? Obviously, we know that she's going to hopefully be at the Super Bowl next month with Coldplay, who are headlining. Now, like, Beyonce has a habit of like dropping big news at big gigs. You know, when we had the whole pregnancy thing at the MTV Video Music Awards a couple of years ago when she was pregnant with Blue. So, and then obviously, you know, her albums drop and you just don't even know. Like, there's all this rumor that she was waiting until like the hype around Adele's album kind of had died down, then she was going to release her new stuff. Who knows with Beyonce? I feel like she's just going to do whatever she wants, and we're all just going to be totally surprised as and when it happens, which is kind of what I'm expecting again. So, but whether or not she'll steal the limelight at Coldplay's kind of headline gig. I don't know, she had that spotlight and, sort of broke the Super Bowl electricity when she did it. Will she step on their toes? I don't know. But anyway, let's wait and see. I'm like mega excited, and as I say, any news I can talk about when it comes to Beyonce, I will. So yeah, but the video is out and she looks amazing as always. And actually, I think the video makes her visuals and her lyrics and stuff in the song seem a bit larger than they are. In the song, sometimes I feel like, where's Beyonce? But then you watch the video and you go, oh, there she is. She's there all the time. And then the other big news, I guess, from the last 24 hours is the Screen Actors Guild Awards that took place in LA last night. And this is, I guess, kind of that we're jumping, from sort of the first set of award seasons all the way to the Oscars, which are kind of end of February sort of time. And obviously the hype is all still around kind of Leo and the Oscar. Will he get it this year? But obviously there's also kind of this big diversity row around at the moment, and I think the Screen Actors Guild Awards was kind of a showcase of, wow, look at how much kind of diverse talent there is out there, and why are we actually not celebrating it. I agree. I ultimately think that there is a breadth of talent across all genres, all ethnicities in the industry, and we should be celebrating them based on talent alone, nothing else. So that's what I'm saying. However, at Screen Actors Guild Awards, it was amazing to see Viola Davis, who is in How to Get Away with Murder. There's too many similar program titles on Netflix, but she is amazing in this program. If you haven't watched How to Get Away with Murder, it's on Netflix. Season 1 is on there. It's so good. Seriously, watch. Yeah, she was totally worthy of winning that award for best actress in a drama miniseries type thing. Downton, from the UK, won and beat sort of Game of Thrones, I think, which I'm just not sure. I've enjoyed Downton, but I kind of still sort of think Game of Thrones kind of tops it. But I don't know, maybe it's got more of a hype over in America. And Leo did take away the acting kind of nod. So this sometimes, I think we can look at all of the other award ceremonies where Leo has done super well so far and picked up these gongs. And, we've got the BAFTAs in a couple of weeks' time. I'm pretty certain he's going to pick it up there. And then is it a surefire he's on track to win the Oscar? I haven't seen The Revenant, but everyone who I've seen it has either said that they love him in it or they love kind of the movie. So I'm hoping that sort of, wouldn't it be horrible if after all this hype he doesn't go and get it? I think that's sort of what I'm getting at. I think, Ready-Made, again, I haven't seen The Danish Girl, but people have sort of told me that, again, it doesn't have the same hype around it as, say, Theory of Everything, which I think last year we all sort of went a bit crazy for, and he totally deserved that Oscar. So, let's see. Let's hope that it's a 1D piece of news. Obviously, Louis Tomlinson has very recently become a father, and all of a sudden we've seen all these pictures and sort of news about his baby. He's called him Little Baby Freddie. I have to say it's kind of nice that he's got a normal name, dare I say it, but a nice name, and it's a super cute picture of him and the baby that have kind of dropped and gone online, so that's cute. Oh yeah, so they're making Grease live. Now I guess in America this is following on from Sound of Music, which had Carrie Underwood in it maybe quite some years ago, and here in the UK we recently had sort of Sound of Music live. I didn't watch it because for me, I believe that kind of the classics are classics for a reason, so they should stay where they are, i.e. they're iconic kind of movies. Should we not just like leave them in the Hall of Fame of movies? Why do we need to keep tampering with them and, you know, putting them on TV or putting them on the stage? I don't know, like, I'm sure there are like so many other writers out there making amazing things, and maybe we should kind of be looking for like new fun stories. But you know, good luck to them. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure it will like have amazing success. John Travolta's kind of openly spoken out and said how he's like super surprised that they're doing it, and you know, he couldn't imagine sort of, you know, being in their shoes. So, you know, I think there's a good enough push behind it, and let's see how it goes. So here in the UK, obviously, X Factor finished not that long ago, and it's sort of a given when the winner sort of is crowned, then they kind of join Simon Cowell's label. That's kind of, I guess, the purpose, that they join his label and he then pushes them forwards, what have you. And it's just been released that Ben Haynor, who was last year's winner, has just been dropped from Simon Cowell's label less than a year, like after winning. Is this any major surprise? I don't know. I feel like sort of the hype and the excitement around X Factor has it kind of dwindled when you think Simon Cowell only has like 2 winners on his label now, being One Direction and I think Little Mix, and all the rest being sort of either runners up. And yeah, don't get me wrong, there's been massive success from those runners up, but I don't know, like, are the winners like doing as successfully as they like once were, like back in the day? I don't know. Like, I don't see this as a major surprise. Also, I think like the people who vote on the show now, and the people who, I mean, maybe it's different this year because Louisa won and you can tweet and text, on the app or what have you. So maybe that's like helping things. But maybe last year it was still like a bit old school, and I think Ben Haynor probably doesn't appeal like to the masses, like audience wise. So I don't know if this is a big surprise. And finally, I guess I recently watched the 50 Shades of Grey again, because I just feel like I'm super excited already for like 50 Shades Darker. And it's been released that Kim Basinger is going to play in 50 Shades Darker Elena. So Christian's kind of older friend, i.e. person who kind of turned him into his individual pursuits, shall we say. So yeah, she's now been signed up. Obviously, I don't know, I can't even think now off the top of my head if a director has been sorted for the film, because obviously there was a big scandal around E.L. James and Sam Taylor Johnson kind of not getting on in the first one. So I don't know if that's even been resolved, but we've got new cast members now, but I don't think the film's going to drop until like 2017. So I guess there'll be loads more changes to come, like from now until then. So, but there we are. Yeah, and I think that's kind of my roundup of this week's stories. As I say, if I've missed something, then let me know. Shout at me about things that you want to hear about, things you want me to cover, or things that I've blatantly just apparently not been looking for. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'll hopefully try and like upload some more videos like during the week about other things, like if there's like a major story I want to kind of talk a bit more about, or maybe things that are happening like locally, like here for me, like here in Norwich. I might sort of talk about those, but I'm kind of open to what you guys want. But let's start with the lion, and yeah, I'll see you all soon.